Hello, I'm going to be disassembling this MSI gp66 leopard. There was a video posted describing how to do this, but they didn't show, so I didn't find it too difficult. But since some people in that comment section were wanting to know, I've taken this one apart a couple times, so I'm going to be installing an additional SSD. So I figured I would just record myself doing that, because I wasn't really intending on making a video, but since I was taking it apart anyways, help some people out. So I don't have an iFix-It kit. I haven't actually taken anything apart since I was a bit younger. But what I use is a like 0.75 millimeter guitar pick. If it's like an actually used guitar pick, it'll work really well because the edge will have like a bit of a taper to it. Really helps separate these plastic seams without putting too much flex in the whole thing or on any of the clips. Now, taking that screw out will void your warranty. As you can see, I already have done. So what I'm doing is I'm just leaving the screws outside of the perimeter of the laptop, knowing that I have the ports facing me, so that I don't have to, well, actually in this case all these screws are the same, but with other laptops the screws might be different sizes, different lengths. Alright, I think I got all of them. So the first thing that we need to do, I'll leave this where it can be seen on camera so far, is this back plate on here is not screwed on, but it's attached by clips, and it allows you, well, once you get this off, you can take the bottom off. So, in this case, I'm actually just going to move these screws out of the way so I don't scratch my laptop all over here. Piles of screws. This is what you don't do, because then you miss stuff. You end up with spare screws. Okay, so I like to start from the corner. This way you're not like, you don't want to use anything like metal, because it will scratch up. You know, even as you're just trying to like put it in here to separate, it'll scratch, put all these tiny scratches, and might even like add like damage the plastic and be very visible. So see what I'm doing here is like, you're just trying to find somewhere that's kind of close to a joint, and you kind of want to like work your way. The nice thing about having like a soft plastics like guitar tip is that guitar pick is that the pick can't really flex hard enough to break the plastic. Like if I twist too hard, the pick has given it. So I don't have to worry about whether or not I'm gonna break the chassis as I take it apart. So I have to be careful. I don't know exactly how many of these there are. I'm taking this apart just like twice, I think. The middle is a little bit harder, so I'm going to go work from the other corner here. Move it back so we can see. I have to look at the camera. Yeah. I don't know if you could see that earlier, but starting from the sides of this back hinge part, I like to kind of work this corner and get the I don't know if it's easy to see, but I'm just basically using the tip of the pick and twisting as I come back in the groove. You do want to be careful though to try to break, you know, if you break a clip or two, it won't really be noticeable because it's on the inside of the assembly. But if you break too many of them, then things start to get really flimsy. Ideally, you want to break none. I don't think I've broken any yet, but knock on wood. I don't want to pry this up. I really got to be careful working this middle part here. You don't want to pry in the ends because there's a lot of leverage there. That could actually cause something to snap. You want to work close to the point where it's tough, because you're decreasing your leverage. You don't need a knot. You don't need a ton of leverage. Right here. Pain in the ass right now. See, at least with the pick flexes there. And it doesn't snap back. It just flips out of my hand. Perhaps I was too afraid to just yank on it, but that is not how I like doing things. one clip. I can't really tell if I broke any, but that's what it looks like. Great. Yeah, the ankle's still pretty good. So the next thing we need to do is this I/O shield. I guess this is what you would kind of call this. I don't really know. The back of the laptop needs to be able to clear all the ports, so it needs to kind of come up. So we're going to have to separate this. I don't know if you can see. So you can tilt the laptop back a little bit. As you can see, there is like a part where the plastic backing meets the metal frame. And you're trying to separate the backing of the laptop from the frame. I think this one was pretty easy if I do recall. I work on the sides and then come to the middle, just like I do with the hinge cover. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand it up because the weight of the laptop is going to encourage the entire thing to fall back into the locking kind of position for all the clips. So I'm just gonna tilt it so that the ports are facing up while I'm doing this to encourage the laptop to kind of fall away from the casing. I'm doing probably too hard. Sometimes you just forgot a screw or something, and that's what's going to be stopping you in situations like this. So if you get stuck, you know, just take a second glance at everything to make sure you're doing it right. So as you can see, I've gotten the I/O shield to clear the ports, and from there it's actually pretty easy. You can actually just kind of pull up from here. So this entire thing comes off. I think it connects back up here. Let's take a look again. I think I need to remember this. Okay, look inside first. I actually have kind of hard to stop the laptop from sliding around while I'm... The main thing I'm trying to do is just push the pick kind of inward and allowing the slope of the clip of the pick to kind of massage the where the clips are at, so that it kind of just wiggles it loose rather than tries to straight up pull everything apart. So I'm starting from the back here because I got a good like leverage point to pull the back of the laptop up, because there's this joint right here. You have to get the back of the laptop to kind of pop back off so that you can get this and work it back. Once you get one side, the other side's a lot easier to get. Right, so now this entire thing should be able to clear off. Need to Oh, I see. I think it's a lie. Yes, it is a lie. You can see I was deceived here. I'm only taking it over twice. But what appears to be going around the corner here is actually continues as fake. This is attached. It actually comes down to the end. This is the front side of the laptop. And you've got to work your way down on this extra little lips there. The light popping, I think, is like an okay sound. What you don't want is like a harsh crack. Any big, like, bassier kind of crack sound. Okay. I think I found a better way to work this angle here. The laptop's sideways right now. So as you can see, I need to separate this front lip from the base aluminum kind of, I think it's aluminum body. So I have it on its side to, again, not encourage the laptop to fall back into the clip so that it will actually separate, because gravity needs to be not necessarily on your side, but if it's working against you, it's not gonna, it'll take a lot longer to get this done. Okay, there we are. So this whole thing, I have to basically hold it down. Let's be careful with the screen as well. There we go. So now this should just come clean off. Perfect. I have a low battery, but hopefully I'll be able to, well, I guess I show you how to take it apart. everything kind of just snaps back into place. I put it back together before. Putting it back together, kind of, you just have to squeeze all the edges, get all the clips to go back in, and you're good. So I guess I'll end the video there. Hope I was able to help somebody.